And when you first tried Coke, I bet you said, not for me. But hey, let's not let first impressions swim. And let's try Coke again, shall we? Because once you've acquired that new wave taste, you're going to want to try it again, and again. A Coke's delightful. The second. Catchy, isn't it? Catch the wave. Coke. Russia.
Hey everybody, I'm coming to you live from 1985 for the fabulous release of New Coke. Wow. I got a can of this kind of by accident, but since I did the 90s beverage nostalgia, I figure I would make 80s beverage nostalgia, and I got a couple different drinks. But this is going to be the kickoff for probably 3 different videos I'm going to make. Netflix, the show Stranger Things, teamed up with Coca-Cola to do a special re-release of the original 1985 recipe of New Coke. New Coke was a pretty big failure. I think I remember this was still around when I was a kid. I know that they made it exclusively for 80 days. They didn't make the original Coke recipe. And then after the failure, or at least people complained enough, that they re-released original Coke as Coca-Cola Classic, which they don't even call it that anymore. But they did for the longest time. I mean, even until I was maybe in my 20s. I don't think I've ever had this before, at least if I do, I don't remember. So maybe I did have it when I was a kid, because I was born in '86. I'm pretty sure this is around until the 90s, but I'm not sure. I know they made both for a while, and then they phased this out. I'll have to look. I'll have to Wikipedia this, because I didn't do my research. Anyway, I'm going to try it, and I'm going to tell you what I think. So, and I know a lot of people have already made this video, but, you know, this is posterity. So here it is. It kind of smells like Pepsi. I don't know about this.
This stuff is great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It still makes your teeth feel like, if you drink a Coke, your teeth feel like funny afterwards. I get that. I have that in there. It's sweeter. I know it has more sugar than regular Coke does, because on the box, there's like a collector's box that this comes in. It's 2 of these New Cokes. 1 Coke Classic in a glass bottle and 1 Coke Zero in a glass bottle. I don't know. I mean, it tastes kind of like if you mixed Pepsi and Coke together. That's what I would describe it as. Because it's sweet like Pepsi, but it's still got that bitey taste that Coke has. I don't know. I mean, I don't hate it. I think I would rather drink regular Coke, but I don't hate it. So, yeah. I mean, there it is. Like I said, I either never had this before or I haven't had it in about, I don't know, 26 years, so. But stuff's okay, I guess. You can only buy it on their website right now. Maybe they're gonna do like a limited release like they did with the Crystal Pepsi. But I don't know. I think they already know that people probably, you know, there really isn't a market for this particular kind of drink. But, in the clips that I have, I know that Max Headroom was a big part of the promotional material for New Coke.
What I'm talking about, and you're not, is that more people prefer the new refreshing taste of Coke over Pepsi. Sweating?
Later on, they added Run DMC in 1 commercial. I think they did 2 commercials, but they both had Max Headroom in them.
After all, in what better place could one appreciate the light, smooth taste of New Coke? Bring it, guys! Wait till the rhyme is tight, so smooth. D, that's me, so yo, bust the move. No debate, it's great. Boy, it ain't no joke. Tell him, Jay. You go.
And then New Edition and Bill Cosby, which, you know, now Cosby 2019 doesn't age well.
Now, you know me, I always loved Coke for years and years. I like this Coke better. The new taste of Coca-Cola, better than ever before. Now, more than ever, Coke is it.
Put the Coke in your butthole, Quaaludes. I'm Bill Cosby. I've come to give you new Coke, and then you pass out. 1985 Cosby, that was probably a smart move, but 2019, pretty much anything associated with Cosby is a bad move. Max Headroom was a big part of the ad campaigns for New Coke, and it's part of why I think I was interested in it, because I liked Max Headroom when I was a kid. I don't think that the marketing for New Coke was very good, because you gotta think, in 1985, you know, who did Pepsi have doing ads for them? Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5, specifically. And then there's this one commercial where the guy who was Carlton, Alfonso Ribeiro, and him dance. Alfonso Ribeiro's like a little kid, so obviously people didn't know he was going to be Carlton yet. But it's a great commercial. I mean, it's like a classic ad commercial. Despite how you may feel about Michael Jackson in 2019, God, I cannot make a fucking video without having to talk about people being rapists or child molesters, dude. I hate the fucking times we live in. It's terrible. Man. New Coke, though. Hey, guys, New Coke. Super lame beverage, and I think that it's pretty obvious why it wasn't a big success. Because it was just Coke trying to be like Pepsi. And one of the big issues two people had with it was Coke just trying to like rope in new customers, people who didn't already prefer Coke. And they were trying to get people to switch from Pepsi to Coke because this was like a sweeter Coke. But I think that the core fan base of Coca-Cola was people were people that liked the taste that it had to begin with. So, you know, they alienated a lot of those people. They made them pretty upset, it would seem. I like Coca-Cola, regular, classic Coca-Cola, whatever you want to call it, if I'm gonna make, like, you know, mixers or whatever. But this, I mean, like I said, this is okay, I guess, but I wouldn't. If they made it, if they brought it out again, I don't think I would buy it, because maybe like once, just to be like, hey, here, friends, try this crap from before you were born.
I'm Don Keogh, president of the Coca-Cola Company. When we brought you the new taste of Coke, we knew that millions would prefer it, and millions do. And we knew that it would beat the taste of our major competitor, and it does. What we didn't know was how many thousands of you would phone and write asking us to bring back the classic taste of original Coca-Cola. Well, we read and we listened, and you know the rest. They're both yours, the new taste of Coke and Coca-Cola Classic. Your right of choice is back.
New Coke, though, for Stranger Things 3. If you feel like spending $20 online on a 4-pack of Cokes, just let that settle there for a minute. $20 online for 4, which I believe they're all 12 ounce. I think the bottles are 12 ounce as well. So you're buying 48 ounces of cola for $20 in a big collectible cardboard box, which if you really gonna not drink that soda for 20 years, do you think it's gonna be worth anything in 20 years anyway? It's gonna be flat, expired soda.
First time, first love, oh, what feeling is this? Electricity flows like the very first kiss, like a break in the clouds, and the first ray of
Hey, Tracy.
Hey, Steve. Let's share a Coke.
You're late.
Coca-Cola is it.
When you have a show that's really trying to capture a time period in the way that Stranger Things is doing, I think that's part of the reason why it's such a popular show, is because it does a very good job of capturing the experience of being a child in the early to mid 80s now. And, you know, there's other things, there's movies that captured that in the time that they were made. Like, I think E.T. does a good job of kind of capturing childhood around that time. I think E.T. was made in 1984, 84, 85, somewhere around the time that Coke came up. But I think that movie does a good job, and it did it in real time. So this was New Coke. this was New Coke, and here's the back of the can. It says, you know, Stranger Things, blah blah blah. This does not have the nutrition facts on the can. I was kind of hoping that they would have an old style can where it was like a, you know, the flare was on the bottom but not on the top. The tops of them used to be like cylindrical all the way up. They didn't taper down. And I was kind of hoping that they would do that, because that would be pretty cool, but they won't go that far. But they'll print New Coke on these, you know, normal style cans.
Recently, an independent research firm ran a taste test between Coke and Pepsi, and the taste more people chose was the taste of Coca-Cola. Yes, more people all across the country, when comparing Coke to Pepsi, chose the taste of Coke as the better taste. Let's look at it this way. We gave America a choice, and more people said Coke is it.
It's a hit. It's a Coke. Coke is it.
If you want to get one and try it, do that. I don't think I would recommend this if you don't like Pepsi. If you, alright, this is who this is. New Coke is perfect for this person. If you're this person, you should buy it. If you think Pepsi's too sweet and you think Coke's not sweet enough, then you can have New Coke, and it's like both things. It really tastes like somebody mixed Pepsi and Coke together. That's the best way I can describe it. That was my video about New Coke. You can go get some if you want, and if you don't want, then don't do it, because I'm not gonna make you. I'm not in charge of you. I'm just some guy on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully there'll be more of these videos about pop again. I think I have plans to do a couple more this year, so we'll see. So stay tuned for those if you're one of the 8 people that like to tune in and watch me talk about Soda Pop. Or Zima, because I did make one about Zima when they re-released that. So, that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you next time.